Hey everybody, we're here at y'all's favorite new customer. That's right, new customer. The HOA Violator. She read y'all's comments and gave me a call and said, Dan, how much to do my yard on a regular basis to get me through the season because I can't keep up with it. And I feel really bad. So we agreed on a price and here we go. One thing I want to show you guys, this edger blade could stand to be replaced. Not that big of a deal. I'm often asked what pattern or what specific way do I like to mow, or what's the best way, or what's the fastest way to do a yard. Should you weed eat first? Should you mow first? Well, I always tell people it really depends on the yard and it depends on you and how you like to work. Me personally, if I'm using a small mower, I kind of like to weed eat first if the yard's a mess. That way, I'm not trying to get the small mower into tight places that I could have quickly done it with the weed eater. I hope that kind of makes sense. When you have a big mower or a hydro, or walk behind hydro or belt driven or zero turn, you can go on down, back up and flip it around pretty quick and keep on going, and you got a 36 or 42 inches of blade. But when you got a 20-inch push mower and you get into like corners and stuff like that, it's so much easier to just do it with the weed eater. And so if you do it with the weed eater first, you can pull the clippings back and you can chop that all up nice and clean with the mower. Now if the yard's in really good shape, there might not be tall clippings and you could do it any way you want. But a yard like this, what I'm showing you guys here, I want to weed eat first, get it all cleaned up, and I'll even go as far as blow it all in, as you'll see later. Right up here, we're going to grind down these weeds for her. And what we're going to do is use directional weed eating. Here's a little slow-mo shot for you. You see I'm using about the 3 and 2 o'clock position of the weed eater head to keep the debris from coming back and hitting me or going up the sidewalk there and breaking a window by the front door. It's called directional weed eating. I'll have a video, I'll link to it right above me. This little front flower bed here, it's kind of a mess. I told her we would just work on it a little bit, so I'll swing on down with the weed eater, I'll flip it on over, we'll do a quick little edge there on the black plastic, and then right here where there's no plastic, we'll just edge it up real quick, come around this tree, round and round we go, weed eat it one time, and then we're going to stick that weed eater head back in there and grind down all the weeds. Now you guys were pretty brutal on this young lady. She is a full-time college student. She's working almost a full-time job, running the house on her own. She has a horse to maintain. She's got a lot on her plate, and her yard got away from her, and she recognizes that. Here is why I don't like to have a shield on my weed eater head. See how easy I could flip around and get that all weed eated up? If I had the shield, I would have had to have walked around all those things. Right here, I'm going to purposely beat this cable up. This is the satellite TV cable, and I'm purposely beating it up because of some of the comments I got on the original video. Check it out. In slow motion, I'm showing you this cable. No damage. None. In order to damage a coax cable like that with a weed eater line, you'd have to be full throttle and you'd have to be crazy. It's okay for the weed eater line to just hit it a little. No damage. there was the original DirecTV satellite line. The homeowner broke that with his lawnmower. They don't have satellite TV anymore. It's kind of important to have your bushes the right size to each other. You know, you kind of want it to be a little uniform in that situation. Sometimes you want them to be, you know, not all the same. But when you're framing your garage like that, it would look nice if you can have them all together. So we're going to quickly zip through these just to show you that I'm really going to take this one down, get it in shape, make it look nice, nice clean appearance, make the customer happy. And we got a little cleaning up to do in here, some tall crazy bushes growing, mixing in. And we'll grab some of the big twigs here, get it all cleaned up nice. Now I know what you're saying. Dan, your weed eater pulled out a lot of those little brown wood chips. Yes, it did. I was grinding down the weeds and it happens. If that was new wood chips or mulch, something I wanted to be careful of, I wouldn't have done that. But it's old and it's okay. On the other side of the driveway, you see that planter over there? What I'm going to do is blow this stuff through it and have the wood chips settle in that planter. Use it kind of like a filter. Here we go. I'll let the clippings blow through, but I'll leave the wood chips in the bed. Those are things that you pick up over time. Eventually, maybe she'll pay me to put down some nice mulch. Get that place looking really good. Get the things cleaned up, ready to mow. We're going to use the push mower today, not the self-propelled toy build. We're going old school Honda. We're pushing it for all we're worth. Now listen here, guys. Don't be afraid to do what others won't do. Sometimes people just always go north and south, or they go east and west. But as you see here, we're going to go diagonal. We're going to cut the front yard in half, and we're going to put diagonal lines in it. If it wasn't so weedy, there'd probably be some pretty nice looking stripes. But there's too many weeds in that yard to really make for stripes. Now, why did I decide to do this? If you see the angle of the camera as it's looking up the house and it's looking straight up the lines that I'm putting down right now, that's the exact view that everybody gets from that property as they clear the intersection. And you can either turn in onto her street and then turn right into her driveway, or turn in onto her street and continue driving past her home. Either way, this is going to make for a really nice appearance for passerbys and for my client. A little extra work though. Pushing that push mower up the hill definitely wore me out. Now this is going to be a two-part video series for Return of the HOA Violator. Because not only did she hire me to maintain her yard for the rest of the year, part 2 is going to be complete concrete wash of her driveway, sidewalk, and walkway. A lot of that was because of the comments that she read, and some of that was just the fact that I told her we should do it because I didn't mind, and look how great it looked. And she said, well, how much? I gave her a deal she couldn't resist, and we're going to go ahead and knock that out. That'll be in part 2 of Return of the HOA Violator. now that I have these new glasses, I see a whole lot of things that the mower misses. I just pick them up real quick. So what do you guys think of the diagonal stripes? It's pretty cool, huh? That mower is so heavy, and the wheels are so small, there's so much rolling resistance. It really, really does kick your butt. They just don't make good, strong, heavy mowers like that anymore. Sounds good though, doesn't it? Alright, how fast can we do the backyard? Let's find out. 4 times speed. Here we go. If you notice, I keep stopping and backing up and realigning the mower. It's got a 19-inch cutting path, and I'm used to using a 21-inch mower. So like muscle memory has me moving a certain amount, and then I realize I'm too far over and I'm missing some. So I gotta come back and move the mower back over to my left, get it back to the cutting area. This Honda mower sure does a good job though, doesn't it? So smooth. There's no flexing in the deck, no flexing in the handle, and it shows in the cut how smooth that the cut is. No chop marks. Very impressive. Very nice machine. I got this mower for $60. He actually asked for $50. I didn't have change, so I gave him $60. And see, because I blew off before I mowed, I don't really have much to blow off now. I blew it all in, I chopped it all up with the mower. Now I just have very, very fine grass clippings that came out from the mower as I was transitioning from the grass onto the pavement. So just a quick moment here, get things all wrapped up. Look at that sidewalk, look how black that sidewalk is. Look at the driveway, all the dirt marks, streaks of dirt going down that driveway. Boy, that looks terrible. But like I said, return of the HOA Violator Part 2. We're going to do full concrete wash, and we're going to be doing it this afternoon. Take a before picture, and then we'll take our after pictures. Let's take a look. Here's the before pictures. Bushes really need to be done. Grass looks terrible. And after. Nice. Bushes are about the same height. Grass looks great. So, if you guys didn't see the original HOA Violator video, go ahead and click the thumbnail to the left. You can subscribe by clicking on my ugly mug right in the middle. And if you didn't check out Dan's special Weed Eater line video, go ahead and click that thumbnail to the right. You'll love it, I promise.